Talk Show, the podcast with Gerardo
and Miguel,
with Gerardo
and Miguel,
with Gerardo
and Miguel,
with Gerardo and Miguel.
Nailed
it. Talk Show, the podcast. Miguel is Batman. On today's episode, Gerardo gives Miguel delusions of grandeur when he claims that he is Batman. They discuss whether audiobooks are classified as reading or listening. And on top of that, they talk about street food culture manipulation and a variety of other topics. My name is Billingsley, and enjoy the show.
Did you ever, because like you play the guitar, right?
Yeah.
So when you perform, did you ever try and give yourself like a pen name, or you always wanted to go by your own name?
No, the only time I ever thought of a pen name was for stand-up.
Why for stand-up?
Because Gerardo Alarcon's such a long name. Gerardo Alarcon. But
so you wanted to be like Earthquake? Or what?
Jerry Con.
Really?
Yeah, with a J.
I think that's a bad stand-up name.
No, I know, but it's more of a joke now. But I was trying to think of one, and that was like the best thing I could think of.
Why Jerry Con? How did that make sense?
Gerardo, Jerry, Con, Alarcon, Jerry Con.
I like that you used your regular name.
Yeah, dude, not once did I ever use that. Dude, no. When I was a guitarist, it was just Star Spangled Gypsies, Bobby Conundrum.
Bobby Conundrum is a funnier stand-up name.
I never thought of that though. That was somebody else that thought of that. I didn't think of Star Spangled Gypsies either. But the one thing I did like come up with, I guess you could say, is Buffalo for like a band.
Oh, okay.
Buffalo was cool because I thought we sounded like buffaloes.
How does a band sound like buffalo?
Just like stomping, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. But I was also smoking a lot of weed.
What was your best band?
Best band, Bobby Conundrum.
Okay.
Yeah.
They could have made it big if it wasn't for your addiction to stand up.
No, they could have made it big if it wasn't for just personalities. Obviously, bands, how bands are. No, but I wanted to ask you, have you ever thought of, okay, so I want you to think of a rap name that can fit on a vanity plate. So it has to be 7 letters. Okay. I have mine.
Okay, if you have yours, give me yours.
Lil Pimp.
Why Lil Pimp?
Because it's 7 letters. That's the only reason why.
Just because it fit perfectly, you would have that on it.
Yeah. I'm not a pimp.
Do you think if someone walked out, they'd understand that you're being ironic and like joking, or do you think they would think that you think?
I would just get out of the car and be like, "It's my son's car." It's just I don't even have a son.
My son pays the bills.
My son pays the bills for the car. He's got a successful podcast.
Yeah, he makes more money than me.
What about you?
Lil Pimp. Okay.
Miguel is 6 letters.
No, is it?
Yeah,
it is.
You're terrible.
But like, vanity plate name.
McVest.
McVest.
McVest, like investments.
McVest. McVest $?
No, that's 7 letters is McVest.
Oh, damn.
And then around the plate, you could say like, all I do is invest or something. I'm driving, but I'd rather be investing.
So when you think of me, the first thing you think of is investing? Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. And then what do I, because you saying that right now, like I was thinking, and then I kind of realized, damn, what do I think of myself? I couldn't even think of something.
Well, take rap names out. What would your vanity plate say? Vacay? My mom has a vanity plate that says vacay.
Like, because she's
a travel agent. That's pretty funny, dude.
Yeah, it's
and that would be her rap name. Hey, yo, vacay on the track. We about to go to Cabo.
Mine would be Silence.
Silence?
Yeah. I kind of like it, actually. I think I might get that. Silence
on you?
Yeah.
How much does vanity plates cost?
I have no idea. I've never looked into it.
Me neither.
And I think that proves, I mean, people act like you're a bad person if you have a vanity plate. Yeah. And I was about to say, that proves we're good people. But I don't care. Like, you're just customizing it. I don't think it's a bad thing to have a vanity plate. Unless it says like big one or something
big
like that.
One.
You're trying to up yourself.
Big dong.
Yeah.
7 letters.
or like you add a number in like dong 12 to be like 12.
What's it called? I think my vanity plate would be Gerardo. 7 letters.
Just your full name?
Yeah. And then I got another car that says Alarcon. 7 letters.
Is Alarcon 7 letters?
Yeah. What's with you in letters and counting? You can't do it?
I'm not good at math.
Gonzalez, 8 letters.
Hey, I already know that.
I didn't know that.
I know you said it faster than me.
Yeah.
You've never even thought about it before.
Gonzalez. 3, 3, 2, 8.
Gonza? Za is 3?
Zal.
Oh, damn.
You fucking idiot. You don't even know how to spell your name. You don't know how to spell your name and you know how many letters it is accurately.
Jesus.
You put a W instead of an L.
Okay, I'm not good at letters either.
Gonzalez.
Gonzales. That's what I thought it was. Gonzales.
That's a good vanity plate.
No, it's terrible, actually.
That's a good rap name, Gonzales.
I think it's bad, too.
Gonzales on the beat. Gonna give you some a treat. Fucking
Did you ever try to rap?
I did. You want to hear my rap?
You have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a fucking motherfucker. I fuck all day. I fuck your mother in every way. Don't freak out. Don't have a cow. I'm better than your daddy and you tell me how. She says she likes my dick. She likes my spit. She likes the way I lick in every position. That is, even though she has 3 kids, I'm still better than your daddy in the back of the Cadillac.
Did you make that up right now?
No, she likes that. And I like that too.
So you're writing rap for like the 80s?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I love that kind of style of rapping. No, that was me and my friend Robbie back in the day. We would sing. We had a song called the Farm Rap, where it was us acting like a bunch of animals. I'm a cow, bitch. I'll fuck you up. It's just like stupid shit. And then in the background, you can hear a bunch of different animals like. And then I had that on my laptop. My first black Apple Mac that I got for college. I'm a rapper, dude. First black Apple Mac, dog.
Damn, dude.
You're all impressed.
Even your life raps with your events. And
so I had that. We made that song on GarageBand, and we were like amazed. I'm always messing with it, smoking some weed, messing with it, and we would show it to a bunch of people. And then one day, I was like, "Hey, let's take apart the Mac. I want to see the inside of it." Right, like a serial killer. And so, like me and my buddies all dismantled the Mac, and we were looking at it, and I lost the song. I lost a lot of music.
Oh, it deleted it? It deleted it?
Well, yeah, I didn't put it anywhere. It was just on the Mac. But
so once you open it up, everything's just gone?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. We did a lot of music on that Mac. That was hilarious. It was just like us making fun of music in a way. And then I got rid of it. And then we started making, what's it called?
Real music?
Like love music. Like folky. No. Like bluesy, like having sex music, like love, you know?
I like the idea that if that never happened, you guys just would have continued on that trajectory.
Yeah.
And just kept rapping, and your whole music life would have been completely different.
Like, I didn't touch the Mac for years. And then one day we were like, oh, let's take it apart. I led the charge, obviously. It was my Mac. And I wanted to take it apart, and we did it, all 3 of us.
Did you feel like you'd be less of a psycho serial killer if you had other people involved in it?
You know, it's pretty actually funny, dude. Like, speaking of rap names, the reason why we took it apart was because I was known as the Palladium Panther.
What does that even mean?
Do you know what Palladium is?
No.
Palladium is part of a circuit board for a computer, like the motherboard or whatever.
Okay.
And there's little pieces of palladium they're very expensive, you know. Okay. So if you take it apart, put the palladium in like a pill bottle, you can go to a local shop and sell it to like electricians or whatever. So I was the Palladium Panther. I would go through the motherboards and take out palladium, and then there was the platinum something. Okay. There's a bunch of different raw metals in. So
palladium is what the world is going to have wars over in the future. Yep. There's going to be palladium wars. We're going to die because of a precious metal.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm interested in that time period.
Are you interested in the Palladium Panther's fucking hot lyrics, dude?
Oh, that was your rap name.
I'm saying like it sounds like a rap name.
That would be cool though.
That's pretty tight though, right? So I guess you're right. I did have a pet name or a pen
I never had a nickname. Never.
I know one, but I can't say it.
What?
The M word.
Oh.
Somebody called you Migger.
Yeah.
And then it's just funny, but it's your nickname.
Like, he said he was a fan of me.
Yeah.
And then he made that joke.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, it sounds very close to the N word.
Yes, but it starts with an M.
I was like, dude.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, but you have a bunch of nicknames. Miguel.
That's a nickname I made for myself.
What's the one you made today? And I told you I was going to steal it
during Christmas. I made a nickname for myself today.
Yeah, and I told you I was writing it down so I could call you it later. Remember that bit we did on the phone? I forget. But it was like some pun name again.
Miguel.
Miguel, yes.
Yeah, because you said when I come over, let's not talk to each other so much.
I'll be Miguel.
And then, Miguel and Gerardo.
Gerardo. It doesn't start with the M.
Yeah, but
Gerard Mime.
We're both not talking.
Yeah.
Gerard. Yeah, I got nothing. But I mean, my brother and my sister call me Gel, but I like that that's like a special name that only they call me. You know what I mean? I don't like when like a cousin tries to call me that or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I just like the, what's the word? Sacristy?
The synchronicity?
Some word for sacred.
Yeah.
I just like the idea that only my brother and my sister call me that.
What's it called? In my music, my folk music, like stuff I did by myself.
I know. Are you saying folk?
Folk. F-L-L-K.
I always say folk.
Folk?
Yeah.
Folk.
Is it folk?
I say folk.
Folk music?
Wow, there's so many K's right there.
You were in the scene, so I imagine there's a right way to say it.
I wasn't even seen. I was not anywhere near the scene.
But you would make it.
I would make it. Like I would do it alone though. And then I made songs for girls, you know? And so my pen name, while doing that, in the songs, obviously, people call me Scooby. Like, at the time, people would call me Scooby.
Why?
Because this one guy I worked with...
Because of your dog face?
This guy, Francisco, I look like a turtle. This guy, Francisco, that I work with, he said, I'm going to call you Scooby. In broken English, he only spoke Spanish. Okay. And I was like, why? Because I had hair, you know? Because your hair, like, you're hairy, right? And so he would call me Scooby. But I was like, isn't that Shaggy, right? Everyone says, isn't that Shaggy? But it doesn't matter. It was Francisco. He just called me Scooby. Everyone around him called me Scooby. And then I loved it. I loved being called Scooby. My nickname or my name on Instagram when I first started it was Scooby.
So was he thinking of Shaggy? And then he was like, you look like...
I don't know.
And then so he just called you Scooby?
I don't know. It was just funny.
At least it wasn't Doobie Doo.
Doobie Doo.
And they call you Mystery Van. Mystery Van.
Yeah. What's it called? But in a lot of my music, I would say she called me Scooby.
That's
like
kind of cute, you know?
Yeah, so like
an homage to him.
Yeah, let me show you a song. Can I show you a song?
Oh yeah, play a concert, Doug.
All right, cool. She wants a phony. She wants everything that she can owe me twice again. I want a best friend. Either it's real or we just keep pretending that I don't mean that. I don't mean that. I take it back. I wouldn't say that, no I won't. She called me Scooby, but I could never be everything I needed to, and I don't know much now. If I call sick, then I need a doctor's note, and I don't mean that. And then I just want to show you.
Oh, she wants me. I want her. I just make the song instantly terrible.
No, I mean,
but isn't it funny though when like a song's really good,
yeah,
and then like a rap feature kind of ruins it? There's a couple of songs like that, and I like rap,
yeah,
but it's like. Sometimes it's like if this was just singing alone, this would be amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's a song I like a lot, but it doesn't really play well on the 12 string. That's a 12 string, so it sounds gross, right? When I played it at the beginning,
it sounded nice.
It's like ding, 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 ding. But there's like high harmonics on the 12 string, so it gives it a weird sound I don't like.
Yeah, when you fuse a harmonica with a guitar, that's what you meant?
That song is about a girl that I was like not seeing anymore because I felt like she wanted a phony. But the whole point of the song was called Pony to begin with. And like I was calling her a little kid by saying, you want a pony.
Oh,
she wants
that's
a pony. Cool. Yeah, but instead I said phony. Like she wants some dude that she doesn't even care about kind of thing. But I can't be that. You know? So
because she cares about you too much.
Yeah,
that's why she left.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch.
But yeah, like I love making folk music. You know, obviously I don't really do it anymore. I podcast anymore.
Some people say folk, some say folk. I say folk,
and it's very hard for me to sing, like knowing this is being recorded because I don't want to.
You did fine.
I know, but I don't want to stop. Yeah. I didn't do fine, but I don't want to stop. I'm like making fun of it in a way.
The audience was mesmerized. Okay. No, you were good.
Yeah, it's just so
don't
weird.
Don't get too self-conscious.
I'm very self-conscious. Bro, I tried to play music in front of people once with my music. And it was when I was in my heyday, like playing guitar and knowing all my songs, playing it by myself, practicing it every fucking day.
That was a nice song.
Thank you. Yeah, it's one of the last songs I made because, you know, I like to branch out, meaning...
Yeah, do things. Yeah.
Make better music. So, like, that was, like, around the last kind of little EP I made.
Yeah, but you were talking about what you try to...
I try to perform at the Back to the Grind.
I was there, I think.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And you told me... You were the one that told me, why did you stop? Right? Or wrong?
Oh, maybe I was there a different time. Because you, like...
I brought my guitar?
Yeah, you went up there, but for some reason you started tuning it while you were up.
Yeah, so...
And then the guy was just like, just get off.
Yeah, see, there was something that happened where I wouldn't finish a song. I would never finish a song because I'm a perfectionist. So like right now playing that shit was
you know what you missed.
Yes. So like right now while I'm playing it, I'm thinking like, oh, this is terrible thing.
But me as someone who doesn't know music, I'm like, it sounded like
but
you
were
did
also
everything
giving
perfect.
me looks that were not helping. You were like,
when
I started because you were like, is he making this up right now?
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, see, I know.
I thought you were freestyling, and I was like, wait, is this amazing? Or
no,
is
these
this
are
a
songs.
joke?
These are songs that I really thought about and wrote. You know?
No, there's some nice parts of the song.
Yeah.
Like the lyricism, dude.
Yeah.
They're like if Jim Croce had sex with Bob Dylan.
Dude, I wish.
And some other really good artist. If there was a threesome, yeah.
I wish.
You're a threesome baby of multiple folk artists.
I would really like to make a fucking album because I've made like 3 or 4. Where it's like 9 to 12 songs. I give them out to people that I like. I never really tried to sell them or anything. And then like I don't have any of them because I gave them all out, and I keep switching computers, all this stuff. And I was living a crazy lifestyle. Anyways, we have only got to one topic. Sorry, but yeah, so I played at the Back to the Grind, and I could not finish a song, dude.
Yeah, I remember he told you to just get off.
Yeah. But I remember there being some kind of like, finish it, dude. Like people,
you were doing, and it's the perfectionist thing in you where like you're like, I messed up, but everybody else is like, not like that was nice. Like, why are you stopping? why are you starting over? Why are you doing a different one? Because
I remember at that time I was like, I was going through playing music at home, dude, every fucking day by myself, making music. And then I found stand-up after getting fired from Chipotle. I would work at Chipotle and just go home and make music and then record it, make songs. I have a bunch of songs that I made. And then when I started doing other drugs, when I moved out of my mom's house, I started this other thing, and that's the best music I ever made. Like, that's my favorite stuff.
I see.
Anyway, sorry. So
you brought up how like you got a nickname from your arms.
Yeah.
Right?
I did?
Or not from your arms, from your hair.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it kind of has me thinking about like how hairy my arms are. It's my whole life. It's always been. There's been a moment where someone's always like, "You're pretty hairy." It's always a dude though. Like girls never say it.
Yeah. So I made a comment like the other day, not yesterday, but the other day, about your hairy knuckles.
Yeah.
And I felt like I hurt your feelings because you know how we joke. I know, but like, you know how we joke about a lot of things. I'm waiting for the thing that's to tilt you over the edge.
Have you felt like you ever hurt my feelings?
When I make fun of your singleness.
No, that doesn't hurt my feelings.
I know, but you know why I feel that way, because you'll say something like, "Oh,
yeah, I'll fake like like it hurt."
Yeah.
But I'm just joking.
It's funny because you lose something through texting, but you also lose something through phone, like voicemail or like calling somebody, because I can't see your face smiling. All I hear is you going, "Oh, that's funny."
That was a good one. What do you call it? What was I saying?
But yeah, I called your hair. I called your knuckles hairy, and the reason why I thought I hurt your feelings was because I was trying to tell you, look, I have like a patch, like a soul patch right here on my hands. It's just like a little I have like a little cub hand as far as hair is. But you weren't saying anything. I was like, oh, I think I hurt his feelings.
Oh no, dog.
Okay.
Well, what do I say to you saying you have a soul patch on your am I supposed to get into like some big thing about that?
But you do have
that reminds me.
What?
Yeah. No, like I was being that guy, like, a soul patch on your fist? Blah, 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 blah.
Do you like McDonald's?
Shakespeare.
Yeah, Shakespeare. Shakespeare once said.
What do you call it? But no, like, I was also, yeah. But yeah, I noticed girls never say anything. It's always like guys that say stuff. But I think it's because girls actually crave like a real man.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of those. So
speaking of craving a real man, dude, Damian Jones, just kidding. What's it called? I feel it's so vulnerable playing your music, dude.
Yeah?
I can't stop thinking about it.
Why?
Because I played the song, and then now I'm like, oh, people are going to think I'm a bitch, fool.
No, they think you're a bitch because you're not as hairy as me. That's why they think you're a bitch.
And on top of that, you played this terrible song.
No, it's more how much more manlier I look. That's what it is.
You like the hair?
Don't be self-conscious. I like it. I've embraced it.
Yeah.
It's not even like I've embraced it because, I was ashamed, but I was like, no, this is powerful for me to love myself. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, it's like, yeah, man.
See, what's crazy about hair is when I see an opportunity, I fucking pull the trigger, right?
What do you shave it, pull it?
Coronavirus. It happens, I shave my head.
Yeah, it doesn't correlate at all.
It does to me.
Why?
Like, I saw an opportunity to like not have my bald head. I want to have a bald head. And I remember, keep in mind, my grandpa died like 2 months before coronavirus.
Oh, okay.
And I told my grandpa, I feel like shaving my head like a cholo. And he told me, this is like years before, but I remember this conversation. He told me, he's like, you should do it so that you don't regret not doing it. You know?
Oh, that's
right?
Nice. That's good advice.
And then so my grandpa dies, coronavirus happens. I didn't really have time to like mourn my grandpa during the time he died.
Yeah, because it's kind of wild time right there.
Yeah. And then when coronavirus happens, I was like able to just not do anything. I thought about it a lot. And then I was like, I'll just shave my head because I want to do it.
This is for G-Paw.
And then I regretted it.
So it's a regret either way.
But I but I don't regret that I didn't do it. I went through it. You know?
Yeah.
And then also when I got this tattoo around the same time, right? Around coronavirus, I fucking had to shave this area to get it. And I was like, oh, I should shave my arms. Just like to say I did it.
Did you shave them?
No. I just shaved this area.
You know, it kind of reminds me of, I remember being a kid and like your grandpa, like I was being around my grandpa. I saw he had hair on his ears or whatever, right? Like on the lobes.
Ugh. Gross. Anyways.
All right.
I'm like, see?
But like, cause I have hair there too. Like it just grows.
Just kidding. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It is awesome, Gramps.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Fuck, sorry.
It's cool.
It's not gross.
I mean, I'm a good friend. You're a bad friend, so I forgive you. No, I'm just kidding.
And I don't because I'm bad.
You would never forgive me if I did that. No, I'm just kidding. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I remember one time, and I don't even actually care, but like I was getting a haircut, and then he just started shaving my earlobes. And then I remember I would look at my earlobes, and it would always remind me of my grandpa.
Yeah.
Just because they were hairy. And then I was just like, afterwards, I was like fake mad. I was like he didn't know that I think about my grandpa every time. Like,
oh yeah,
like it hurt me. Yeah. But I was more joking. But yeah. So like I'm for my body hair. Like I don't care at all. The thing is, I don't have a hairy back. Mm-hmm. Like I have a hairy chest. I have a hairy 6-pack abs. Nah, my abs went away.
You're like, we can go to the next topic. You just wanted to say that.
Yeah. And then I just laughed by myself and he's like, sorry. But no, like I have a hairy front. I have hairy arms, hairy legs.
But you don't have a hairy back?
I don't have a hairy back. Shoulders.
I talked about this on Isimo. Like, why does this not connect? Right? My fucking mustache and beard here. Uh-huh. It does just because I grow it longer. Mm-hmm. But I have so much fucking hair on my back.
I don't connect either.
You know?
You could transplant it.
I'm not going to transplant hair. I just have 2 tiny missing spots on my back. And I have huge surgical scars.
You just the corners at the bottom. Yeah. So it just looks like you have rounded body hair instead of like a square.
Yeah, dude. You know how like dogs have that cute little swirl near their butts of hair?
That's so normal. I love my dog. Well, yeah.
What was I gonna say?
She's not in my apartment, but
what was I gonna say? Oh, isn't it true that if you shave hair in an area that it grows back faster?
I don't know.
So you shaving your ear hair, you're gonna have fucking JP Morgan ear hair later in life.
JP Morgan.
I feel like he would have hairy ears.
Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know if that's true. I don't think it's true.
Well, yeah, to train my beard, you'd have to shave it like 3 days in a row, and then it grows in thicker.
Oh, I don't know if it's true. I've always heard that, but I never looked it up. Blah blah blah. Because I don't like to hear things and then just repeat it. Like I want to make sure stuff is real.
You like to do your research.
Yes.
Miguel's a huge proponent of research.
Yes, I like to actually at least try and know a little bit about what I'm talking about. But I do have an issue. Like if I research something, I don't have a great memory. Mm-hmm. So like pieces and chunks don't come to me as I'm saying it, and it just sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes.
Yeah, but it's so much information that you're bringing in.
It's like I read up a lot about the stuff, and then like I just don't actually take it in because I just read it and I'm like, okay, that was true or not. And then I'm trying to talk about it later, and I'm like, I know this is true, but that's all I remember. I don't remember the details of how this is true.
The reason why, this is Talk Show the podcast.
Yeah.
And so, like a talk show, we tell stories, right?
I guess, yeah. Anecdotes, jokes.
There's a time in your life where you wanted a camera.
Yeah, for a little bit.
And I was telling the story yesterday in a very aggressive manner.
Not towards me.
Not towards you, but about you.
Yeah.
We were doing research.
This is the confrontational segment.
Yes, this is a segment we call confrontation. It's just right there. Where we went to Sammy's camera, correct?
Yes, we did.
What did we go there for? If you would please tell the bench or
Sony
the jury.
7R.
You do all the fucking research and you forget.
Yeah,
a Sony A7S III.
I was literally saying that earlier.
A Sony A7S III is what you wanted.
Yeah.
You wanted the camera. You would do the thing in the fucking thing in your house, right? Say yes.
Yeah.
Allegedly. So I tell you, there's times where you can go to Sammy's Camera. Shout out Sammy's Camera Pasadena. And you can show up there and they'll have used gear in there. And you can buy a camera for relatively cheap. Did I not?
You did.
Now you came with me. Yes. And we looked at the camera, right? Say yes.
And that camera was there.
That camera was there. Thank you very much.
I didn't pull the trigger.
Yep. See, you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And then you go home and do more research
yes.
And you want the camera.
And then I was like, this is an excellent camera to buy.
It's an excellent deal too. It was for cheaper than list price due to the supply chain. Say it with me. Supply chain shortage.
Supply chain.
Yes.
No, but that would make it more expensive because of the supply.
No, but the used gear is cheap.
Yeah.
Cheaper than list price. Supply chain shortage makes that list price even higher.
Okay.
The list price never changes, but people selling the cameras gets higher. But used gear is lower than the list price. And I was trying to tell you,
but it wasn't that much different. It was like $200, but it's a difference. Yeah,
you could invest the $200 in crypto. Okay, Mister Migvestments.
I don't know if I would have done it in crypto, but
you know what I'm saying, Kroger. Shout out Kroger. But anyway, so I was telling this story to somebody yesterday that should pull the trigger on a camera, and I said, "Don't be like Miguel." Because he's no longer with us. Dude. In the story, I made you commit suicide.
I'm a cautionary tale. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. But
the
you wanted to go.
Cautionary tale of Miguel.
Yeah. Did you go the next day? Yeah, right.
No, I went like a couple of days later.
Yeah.
And it was gone. Yeah. I mean, what's the name of that girl that ate the bear's porridge?
Goldilocks.
Yeah, I'm a little Goldilocks. I have to find out it's just right. Sometimes I come back and there's a bear already there sitting eating the porridge that I wanted to try.
Because it's the bear's porridge.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't my camera yet. It was the camera. Huh?
It was the world's.
Yes.
It was Sammy's camera. You could have bought it from him.
Yeah, dude. I messed up.
Yeah.
I give that
very frustrated. You could have probably made like groundbreaking content by now.
Maybe.
And I'm not even saying that as a joke.
I don't think I would have made a groundbreaking content. I changed all of YouTube.
Migvest.
I'm
stuck on Migvestments.
That's my YouTube channel, Migvestments.
Yeah,
and then I wear a suit and a tie. And I kind of know what I'm talking about a little bit, and but don't know all the...
Your opening line is, "Welcome to Migvestments, where we make big investments." Think about it. I'm just saying, think about it.
Okay, I'm going to do it. Exactly.
You make one tonight?
with my Google Pixel.
But you would be more like chill about it. If I was Migvestments, I'd be like, "Hey, so we're gonna make some big Migvestments."
You'd be Mad Money,
which
I don't know if people know.
Just throwing coffee mugs across the room and shit.
You know Mad Money?
Yes. Yeah. The guy with the bald head.
Yeah, the Kramer guy. Whatever.
Kramer guy.
His name is literally Kramer. Jim Kramer. But yeah.
Anyways, so how's the search for the camera going?
I don't know when I'm gonna buy a camera now because there's some.
You bought a fucking rower.
I bought a equipment rower or exercise machine, and then I also plan to go to Europe in March. So
I'm going to Mexico in March.
Alfred. Oh yeah. Your little cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Cruising, Gerardo.
I'm not going
cruising?
on a cruise.
I thought you were.
No. I said yes. I don't know why I said yes.
Oh.
No, we're going to
Cancun.
Cancun, a fucking hotel.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Open bar.
So you're going with your parents, right?
Yeah.
That's so like
you thought like we have a topic board, and you're so happy that it was with my parents because you could just go into your next topic, but you smiled way too much.
Well, because I'm thinking, no, dog. Why do you take the magic out of it, dude?
Because your smile was gonna make me laugh.
Because
it was gonna
but you could just laugh, dude. You don't have to point it. It's like part of why I'm smiling is I like that it seamlessly goes topic to topic. Yes, I like that.
I know, but you got way too happy about this one.
But also because I'm laughing about what happened the other day, because what I was going to talk about was like the little things like you do to annoy your parents.
Oh, yes.
So I was going to ask about like that kind of like what little, like you guys are on vacation, but there's still going to be like little things that your mom or your dad's going to be like annoyed with you, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're in paradise.
Yes.
So like finding those little things is funny.
Oh, yeah.
But sorry, dog. Sorry for trying to keep it professional.
You know what annoys my mom and dad so much?
What?
My fucking humor. Dude, my mom and dad hate my jokes. They can't stand it. And they're still to this day saying shit like, that's what they did you in school? It's like, I haven't gone to school in 12 years. You know? Funny. But what about you? Do you have one off the top of your head that your mom...
I mean, because yesterday what was happening, it was like my dad and my mom were on the couch and my sister was on the couch. And I was, like, my mom was on the phone and she was just on the phone. And like, we were all talking a bit, right? And then I got on my phone for a little bit. And then, like, I got off my phone. And then I saw my mom was still on her phone, right? But she was playing her game and she gets invested in her games. So, like, what I usually try and do is, like, I'll give her a hug when she's like trying to play her game, because like I'll cover the phone with my forearm, and then she's like, get off or whatever, and then I make it a thing of like, I come to hug you and you don't want me to hug you. You don't love me. Like, I love you more than you love me. Yeah. And she's like, no, like you're just like, but all in fun. Like we're both like arguing in fun. Yeah. So yesterday my mom was playing the game and she had both hands. She was like that. And then I was like, Mom, can I hold your hand? And then I kept asking my mom if I could hold her hand. And then she kept saying no. And then I was like, Mom, I just want to hold your hand, please. And then like she just got annoyed. And then like she's laughing too. And she's like, she knows what I'm doing. So like that little stuff is like.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because it sounds like you have a loving relationship with your mom.
Yeah.
I have a loving, don't get me wrong, I have a loving relationship with my parents, but they show love in different ways, right? Like little things that annoy my parents are like hugs. They fucking hate hugs. Like my grandma, rest in peace, she died like a year ago. I would hug her and shake her like this. And she loved it. It was like her favorite thing. That's my grandma. A little higher pitch. And then I would go hug my mom and try to do the same thing. She's like, get the fuck off of me. What are you doing? Right? My dad does one of those like one tap hugs and then gets off of it. So like if I want to annoy my parents, I'll just hug them for longer. You know what I mean? And they'll blow up. They'll literally just explode.
They'll yell at you?
Yeah. Another thing, you know, loving relationship, but in different ways. One little thing I do with my parents that pisses them off is set boundaries. And it like ignites them.
You set boundaries?
Yeah. Okay. If I say something like, I don't want to go over there, I hang up the phone. They just hang up. Just like they get pissed off.
That's funny that they set this boundary of you hugging them.
Exactly.
And then you set a boundary of like, I don't feel like doing that. And they blow up at you.
Yeah. So I know they love me, but it's like fucking weird, dude. And then all this stuff about like pills and shit, you know, like that happens in America. Like people are so addicted to pills and shit. I'm like, yeah, pills are fucking my parents up. I just like make random solutions to the problem. Like they're just on pills. That's why they're so crazy.
They're not on pills at all.
They're probably not on pills. No, but I just
whatever they're saying is messing up the world. You're just like, that's what's wrong with my parents.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yep.
Like, and it's funny because that's probably what parents do to their kids. Like, are you on drugs?
Yeah.
Like that whole thing.
Nancy Reagan says no. Do you say yes?
Mom.
But yeah, what's it called? We had We've had this discussion before. I don't know if you want to talk about it now.
Sure.
Okay. First of all, didn't I get a water? Where did my water go?
Right there?
No, that was empty. I think it's behind the board. Anyways.
Classic Gerardo.
What's it called? I forget how you stand on this topic. Do audiobooks
count as reading?
Yes. Because you know where I stand. I make it very well known. You are more like Batman. I can't see you coming in the middle of the night.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
Fuck. I should have never said that.
What? It just came naturally to you, so you said it. You're not the first person that comes naturally to describe me as like Batman.
Fucking answer the question.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make you feel better about your true thoughts, your subconscious
All right,
thoughts.
Robin, how do you feel about it?
You're just trying to get at me. You're trying to humble me now because you gave me such a wonderful compliment.
Oh my God.
And it's okay. A lot of people do that. Some people get a bloated head from things like that, but not me.
Okay.
That's why people say I'm like Superman. I don't let my ego get to me. Anyways, thank you again. No. What were we saying?
So do you think
I'm just kidding.
Audiobooks are
I'm just kidding. I remember.
Reading?
I don't, but I don't think it's bad if you listen to audiobooks.
Okay.
But like for me, if I'm talking about something, if I say that I read it, I will correct myself and be like, actually, I listened to it.
Why?
Because I do feel like it is different to like physically open the book and read it. I feel like it takes a little bit more discipline.
Yes.
So I feel like I'm lying to them by saying, yeah, I read War and Peace, when actually it's kind of way easier to listen to it than to read it.
I'm not trying to read.
I don't want to I don't want to give off the perception that I'm more disciplined than I actually am.
Yeah.
It's all about honesty.
Okay, so I'm not trying to reignite the argument because you're pissing me off, but I like saying that.
I mean, that's what Batman does to the Joker.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. The whole time you're talking, you're just thinking about I'm Batman.
I mean, you said it, dude. I've never thought of myself like that, but
you're like, it makes so much sense.
I mean, if more than one person says it, I just gotta roll with it.
Okay. So I want to dig deeper into why you think it's not reading, because it is.
All right, riddle me that.
Fuck you, dude. The Riddler.
Sorry.
I'm gonna penguin this argument, dog.
Go for it.
Was that a good one, penguin?
Yeah.
Fuck. God damn it! I tried so hard.
I mean, it's a pun. It fits.
I hate telling you jokes because I feel like a scarecrow.
Good thing I didn't have water. I'd have blew it all over everywhere.
You're the bane of my existence. Oh, it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, no, like if you said that one right away,
yeah,
like the first time instead of the penguin argument.
Oh. Sometimes my joke hits, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like Two-Face. I just keep trying.
It's all good though. Yeah.
Notice how I never said I'm Batman? Fuck.
Yeah.
I gotta learn to say I'm Batman before telling you.
Yeah, whatever comes to us, we'll be safe.
I was trying to talk about audiobooks, you fucking bitch. Bruce Wayne fucks the whole world up.
I mean, that's the bad guy's point of view. But.
This is a Superman conversation.
I think we should get back to
sorry. Okay, so what is the difference between listening and reading? I'm not talking about books. Just what's the difference between listening
and reading? The difference
reading?
between listening and reading.
Other than one being way more efficient than the other. Go for it.
Listening. I mean, what's the difference? Reading, you read. It's hard because reading is the definition is the word. You read it. And like both of them you still comprehend.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'm not saying one's right or wrong to say. I'm saying I feel like I'm coming off as more disciplined if I say I read it because it's easier to listen to it.
So now where does the discipline lie? Does it lie in entertainment? Do you think people don't read because they wish to be constantly entertained? Or do you think it lies in the fact that you have a fucking rocking chair and you sit in it and you fucking read Traveling Pants of Girls or whatever your favorite book is, Batman?
Call me Batman again? Jesus Christ. What would Batman read? To find that answer out, I just have to ask myself. What I would read.
The Sisterhood of Traveling Pants. Or whatever that book's called.
I'm sure he'd give it a shot.
Twilight series.
I'm sure he'd give it a shot.
He likes vampires, probably.
Or maybe he might give it a shot.
But anyway, so you yourself said that you comprehend things the same, whether through reading or through listening.
Yeah.
And if you were...
I mean, I feel like I was pretty clear that I don't think either is wrong or right.
But you wish to take the stance that...
I will qualify. If I say I read it, but I actually listened to it, then I will say... I didn't read it, actually. I listened to it.
Okay, so now we're recreating the argument because...
That's what I said the first time.
Because when you're talking to somebody, it's a conversation. Listen, I'm a guy that's all about efficiency, all right? If we're going to talk about something, I'm going to tell you, oh yeah, I'm reading that book right now. Okay. And then let's say you start talking.
Okay.
By the way, I'm not reading it. I'm listening to it. Sorry, what were you going to say? Okay. Now I threw you off.
No, you didn't. Because I'm not an idiot. I could go, oh, okay. Go on with my point. So you're just mad at the... So what is your argument exactly?
That it's just easier to say I'm reading that right now.
I'm sure.
But you said you made it a point.
I want to qualify because I feel like it takes more discipline to sit down and read the book. Because I could listen to it in a car. I could be driving. I can't be driving and read it.
I would argue that there's some discipline in listening to it in the car because you could just bump Ice Cube or Tupac, but instead you're reading about Homo sapiens. You know what I mean? Reading.
Yeah, it takes discipline to listen to it in the car too. Yeah, I agree.
There you go.
But it's like also a passive thing you could do when you're in the car. You could focus on making the turn and not mess up the turn and still be listening, right? But I can't be reading a book and then
focus on the drink of lemonade and you're reading and you're trying to drink the lemonade. Same thing.
No, I kept it in the car, okay? You took it out of the car so you could win. But like in that sense, I think I'm making sense.
I think I'm making sense.
I mean, you are making sense. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you're talking to me like I'm saying you're wrong.
Well, I'm glad you brought
I'm trying to defend what you think I'm saying, but I'm not saying that, so I don't know how to defend it. Is the problem?
Doctor of the podcast.
Yeah. And that's why I'm the world's greatest detective. Is because I got to the bottom. I got to the bottom of it. Yeah, I'm Batman, I guess. Your words again. I've never said that to myself.
You just said it to yourself.
Well, before now, because you and some other people have said it.
Stupid. Call them right now. They answer, they're like, what's up, Batman? I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was pretty cool. I like that. That was dope. The audiobooks thing. Oh, it makes me so enraged. And I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at people that don't consider it. Because there are those people out there, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Like shrugging you off.
Yeah.
Like you didn't read it.
I read it.
But honestly, too, I've never met someone who is like that. Have you met anyone that is like that?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
His name is Cody Decker, dude.
No, because he listens to...
Yeah, but he makes it a point to say listening or reading. And then during this whole argument, he was like laughing like a hyena because he loves when people get pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess. Yeah.
He's like, anyways, sorry. Yeah. So we just got back from Pharaoh's, a little burger shop like 15 miles away from us. I'm so conscious of not telling people where I live.
Why?
It's just funny.
It's like you live in a big city.
It's just really funny to me.
Okay. Because like you kind of throw me off like when you mention like being from a certain place and it's like, I know we're not there. I know we're not from there. So it's kind of like, okay, I'll play along, Miguel. But yeah. I'm so oddly honest that like I feel weird not saying where I am. You know?
Yeah. Well, I just feel like giving somebody a city, they can like look in some kind of register of like leasing
top
paperwork.
Podcasters in the area. the address book for the podcasting world.
It's like monthly. They make a top podcaster, not even annually. Yeah. Like the top podcaster of January is Gerardo again. I'm the only person here with the podcast.
It's your magazine that you publish and bring out to people.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I'll make it.
And then there's another guy like you who's upset, like, oh, how am I not on this this publish?
Yeah, this publication.
Yeah,
and then he's it's like a conspiracy. He's like, oh, look where the money goes, dude. This guy he owns this publication. It's me every month.
That's funny. But yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, how do you feel about mom and pop shops?
So yeah, we just went to Pharaoh's, and it's right next to In-N-Out, right? Like, so are you one? You're not really one to talk to random people, but let's say somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, you should stop buying from Amazon because it's fucking up, like, you know, small businesses everywhere."
Okay.
So what do you say to those people? But, you know, don't be real about it. Be like, you know,
be real.
Don't be real about it, because you really would just be like, okay, thanks, and then walk away and do whatever you do, right? You would just like say, okay, yeah.
So you're asking me the joke answer?
Not joke answer, but like, how do you want to respond? What is Miguel's true thoughts on it? Like, do you care?
Truth. Honestly, I don't buy a lot of stuff from Amazon.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, I mean, I don't buy stuff from Amazon. So it's like, why are you preaching to me? You know what I mean?
Well, because, you know, it's safer to assume that everyone buys stuff from Amazon, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody sees you, they could just be like, this guy looks like an Amazon chump. He doesn't look like Batman, you know?
And then the more they get to know me, they slowly come to the realization, like you did earlier, that I'm like Batman.
Just trying to say something. Why did I call you Batman?
It's all subconscious, dude. It's okay.
I'm all crying.
No, it's fine. But
I should have Mr. Freezed my train of thought and not called you Batman. Fuck.
Okay.
I laugh like a crazy person.
Yeah, that's why I called you the Joker. But yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, there's no way for me to be like, hey, this is the solution to fix the mom and pop shop problem.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to dole out anything. I don't know the solution. All I know is I don't necessarily buy everything from Amazon.
Yeah.
I buy like 1 or 2, 3 things from Amazon every year. So it's like, what do you say to that person?
Yeah.
Do you buy from Amazon a lot?
See, like, I do. I mean, but listen, I buy a lot from Amazon, but I'm not buying things all the time. Whenever I need something and I don't really have time to go around and get it, then I'll buy it from Amazon.
I do like going to stores and buying it.
Exactly.
And you know, it's the thing is, I don't even go to mom and pop shops. I'll go to Target.
Yeah, Target or Walmart or something.
Yeah, just to find something.
Albertsons, Ralph's.
But I do like going to mom and pop shops for like for rugs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just finding small things.
And also, I think I'm more talking about food, really. Okay. So
not Amazon.
But I already know your stance on things. You don't want food for fuel. You want, if you're going to buy food that's made for you, you want it to be delicious.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you're not going to go to McDonald's or Taco Bell.
Nah.
Right?
No, never.
Del Taco?
No.
Jack in the Box?
I'll go to McDonald's. Like every year and a half, like I'll decide to go to McDonald's and get chicken nuggets, and then I eat the chicken nuggets and I'm like, yeah, this isn't, I don't know why I did this.
This is not the vibe.
Yeah, like it's like I'll eat it and then I'll finish and I'll like, you know, I'll be like, okay, I'll kind of enjoy it, but afterwards I'm like, I feel terrible.
See, the reason why I have to differentiate between some random stranger and somebody you know is because you know, I appreciate this view you have about food, right?
Well, you kind of argue with me about it, so I
don't know who starts the argument.
You.
So because
I let you be.
Let's say a stranger comes up to you and says, "Hey, keep your mind on the prize here, okay? Don't get all pissed or whatever you do, Batman." Let's say a stranger comes up to you and says, "Have you ever had the popping yolk?"
Okay.
Right. Answer honestly.
Yeah, I've had it.
Well, what did you think? I love that place.
I mean, it was pretty good.
Why would you break a stranger's heart, dude?
Well, do they actually want my opinion or no?
So you would tell them your honest opinion?
Yeah.
You wouldn't go like, oh, it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, because what if they go?
They've already been. They love the popping yolk.
Oh, okay. They love the popping yolk? Well, yeah, I'll still give my opinion. Because I believe that it's okay to have a different opinion and you could live with them as your friend. That's what I believe. We don't agree on everything, and we're friends.
Oh, dude, I love tacos al pollo. Have you ever
really
been there?
Good, yeah.
Oh, it's really good? Oh,
it's really
shit. Good. Yeah, dude, I love the carnitas burritos.
Yeah, I didn't like it that much when I had it, but I love the tacos.
I live for those burritos.
Oh, I mean, I'm glad you found your purpose. I love the tacos.
I've now found my purpose to kill you.
Well, good luck. I'm Batman.
Good luck. I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn it. You have a weird way of winning. I hate it. Because I don't feel like I win unless you agree that I win.
Yeah. I mean,
but you could just.
I'll also agree if you win. That's the thing.
Yeah, and then that's when I feel victory.
You've won before.
Yeah. When?
But it's not on camera so far.
Oh my god. Fuck. Fuck. Good luck on Batman.
It's funny how everything comes back to Batman.
This episode's called Miguel is Batman.
Yeah, or it should be Gerardo says Miguel is Batman. Oh god. The thing though too about
because even if we just isolate that clip and not even include all the reasons why I called you Batman and everything, just like a conversation between two strangers, and I say my life purpose is to kill you now, and you say good luck, I'm Batman, because it's just a random scenario. That's so funny, dude. Oh my god. You don't need any context for that to be funny.
Well, back to the tacos thing. Like okay, I don't know the personal life story of the people that worked Tacos del Pollo, but I feel like I've been to a lot of like taco trucks in LA. I've been to enough where I start to get the feeling like people out here start taco trucks but don't necessarily care about cooking or like cooking.
Or innovation, I guess.
Any of that.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like, okay, this is a paycheck. This is what we could do. And they kind of use the fact that they're like, Latino.
Yeah.
To like create a little business that everyone will go to. And I feel like I can taste that like kind of manipulation they use because it's just not that good, the food. And that kind of bugs me a bit.
I completely agree. I'm glad you brought this up because I believe that hype has a lot to do with that stuff, right? People want to be popping, right? You see these taco trucks on Instagram with hundreds of thousands of followers when they just have like 5 or 6 locations in LA. But you always know about the owner. And the owner's like, yeah, fool, I came from the bottom, now I'm here. You know what I mean? Sorry, go for it.
But yeah, I guess I'm talking about people using the fact that they're like from a certain culture.
Yeah.
And then like making, and sure, like they should get their money, make their money how they can. But like, I don't eat at those places. You know, I actually go to and look for like the place that tastes like as authentic as possible and as as good as possible. I remember I went to New York and I was with my friend and we just went to Times Square, which that's another thing. Times Square is not as cool as I had thought it would be.
What time did you go?
At night. It was
what day was it?
It was like Tuesday or whatever.
Yeah, go on a Friday, dog. Anyways.
But I mean, there was
Batman would be there all the time. Batman loves Times Square.
There was still a bunch of people. I mean, that's why I had time to go, is because it wasn't packed and there wasn't a lot of crime.
There wasn't a lot of crime.
No, but what do you call it? No, it just wasn't as big as I thought. It's like way smaller than I thought. But anyways, that's beside the point. So I went to New York, Times Square, and then we went to. I was like, oh, okay, there's like Arabic street food, so I was like, oh, let's try that. And dude was Arabic, and then we're getting the street food, and I'm like, oh, this must be authentic at least, right? And then I bite into it, and then it just doesn't taste good. And from the ingredients, it felt like it wasn't authentic.
Yeah,
I even forget the name of whatever I got, but it tasted like American food, which was weird.
Yeah.
And then so like that's another example of I felt like that's a hustler going to the tourist locations and being like, hey, I'm Arab.
Yeah.
Try this food. Oh, by the way, I don't cook.
Yeah.
But here's this food.
Yes.
I don't really cook authentically. Here's this food. So, and it was expensive, dude. It's pretty expensive.
Everything in New York kind of is.
You find some stuff.
So also,
Queens.
Before we
food.
go further on this, I want to also bring up, the past thing that I said about how you break my heart about going to places that I like.
Okay.
How many restaurants did I suggest you'd go to in New York?
Like 3.
How many did you go to?
I didn't have the chance to go to any of them. And I'm sorry.
How many times did you ask me to send you that list?
A couple times.
Yeah.
Every time I was like, hey, can we go here to like one of my friends that was out there? It was just the furthest thing. It was literally like further than where we could have been.
You took the E train from Brooklyn to Manhattan. Essa Bagel is off of 3rd Avenue on the E train.
But whenever we went, I wasn't hungry.
Wow. Okay.
Because like the thing is too, my friends wanted to take me to their spots.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Do you agree that that's a thing?
A friend before those friends asked you to go to their spot, so
I mean that's fair, and like I did try, but it just didn't make sense for the time.
But now how does the friend feel when you come back with these tales of terrible Arab food?
Dude, that's an excellent point.
Yeah.
For sure. When I was like it would have made, but also. We got that food pretty late. I don't know if those restaurants were open.
Essa Bagel was the best thing I ever had in my life.
Yeah. I mean, when we go, I'll have it.
Yeah, dude. And then Blank Slate, great food, breakfast food. Everything I sent you, except for I sent you Blank Slate, Essa Bagel, and Bond 45, which is a basically dinner place. Mm-hmm. Bond 45 had the best lasagna of all time. Mm-hmm. Italian food. What are you doing eating Arab food?
Oh, I went to Little Italy and had Italian food.
Okay, see, I'm jealous. Because you actually went to the Bronx.
Yeah. No, was it the Bronx? It's next to Chinatown.
Oh, I don't know where Chinatown is.
Oh, okay.
Did you go to Chinatown?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I ate food in Chinatown.
Can I go to...
Oh, that duck was amazing in Chinatown.
Can I go to New York with your friends?
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah, they'd have you.
Show me around. Can they go to my spots, though?
You want to show them your spots?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like...
They're like, hey, check out this place nobody knows about. I'm like, but let's go to the Hudson Yards.
Yeah.
Can you guys go take me to WTC?
Bushwick was really cool because there was like a lot of street art.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It felt like a Spider-Man video game. That's what I kept saying. Like, this doesn't feel real when I'm here.
Yeah.
Because it's exactly like the video game.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, the whole city felt fake to me. Not even like in a way of like the people are fake. Mm-hmm. It's just like, this is a movie set. This isn't like a real place. Like this is where all the movies are.
Yeah, it does feel weird. It feels like you're in Doctor Strange when you're in Greenwich Village, because that's where it's shot.
You mean Greenwich? Is it Greenwich?
It's written down as Greenwich.
But it's.
But I listen.
Everyone says Greenwich.
I listen. I don't read. It doesn't make sense. I just want to get mad at you.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. Like if you hear everyone says it like that.
Yeah.
So
okay. So, anyways, that was a little aside. Just wanted to bring that up really quick. You apologized 3 times, and I appreciate that. I counted. Mm-hmm. Now, what's it called?
Counting the that's like very like
Batman of me.
No.
Fuck. Batman counts apologies.
Not Batman. That's like very like secretly petty.
Yeah.
Like you don't. The other person doesn't even know you're counting to see how much they apologize.
What's it called? So you were talking about how people take advantage of the Latino heritage by starting a taco truck in Southern California, right?
Yeah.
I said that very fast.
Yeah, you like the Flash.
Thank you. Oh, stop it.
You're welcome. Yeah, man.
Well, I'm Barry all in this conversation.
I just trying to do Barry Allen. Isn't his name Barry Allen?
Yeah.
Barry Allen. That's pretty good.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Damn,
you're quick. Hey man,
you're Batman and I'm the Flash. I saved the world. So
yeah, dude.
Did you watch the Justice League?
No.
The Snyder Cut?
No.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Batman will watch it. Actually, he probably wouldn't. Ben Affleck hates.
Batman lived it.
Ben Affleck hates.
Oh yeah, I heard. DC. He's mad.
Damn. So you're like Ben Affleck Batman.
I'm like Ben Affleck Batman
because you haven't seen it yet.
It depends what iteration. Whatever you feel is the Batman that I'm like.
I am Batman. So, anyways, you're like the guy from You, if he was Batman, dude.
Yes. The guy from You. Huh, interesting.
Anyways, so like you say all that, and I just want to
hold up.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a bit unfair that you just say that and move on. I I'm like the guy from you. I'm not like the guy from you. But I also see what you mean.
Yeah.
But I'm not like the guy. Maybe I think.
It's an inside joke.
I guess.
You know? Because your sister said that you're like the guy from you, right?
I guess, yeah. But not the killing part. Not like the psycho stalker.
Yeah.
Not the over obsessive, like... Mm-hmm. I just want to make that clear, you know?
Yes.
Because that's what everyone thinks when they hear the guy from you.
But also, Batman never kills anyone.
I know.
So there you go.
So I'm a mix of Batman. Okay.
So it's kind of like the perfect thing.
I'm a mix of Batman's character, and I guess I'm like...
The guy from you.
See, I don't like it.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't actually not like it. I just think it's funny that I have to like qualify. Like, yeah. I'm not the guy from you.
It's just a video of you laughing about being
also,
the guy from
my sister said the guy from La La Land, Ryan Gosling in La La Land. My sister was like, she watched that movie and then she told me, she was like, you're the kind of weird that he is in that movie. And then I just thought that was funny. I always thought that was funny.
I can't really remember how he was weird though.
Oh, you got to rewatch the movie. Okay. Listen to Kendrick Lamar and watch La La Land. You know, the LA special.
So, anyways, Tacos El Pollo, I just want to say shout out to them really quick.
They're really good, yeah.
I don't think they fall under this thing you're talking about, the hype culture.
Their food's great.
Because first of all, if they were hype culture type thing, why would they name themselves Tacos El Pollo? Like, first of all, it sounds like the cutest name of all time. Like a 3-year-old learning Spanish made that name. Tacos El Pollo. Like, what does it mean?
Tacos El Pollo, yeah.
Tacos the chicken?
Tacos El Pollo. Well, I guess.
Right?
Unless it's like it's a nickname or something. El Pollo.
Yeah.
El Pollo. Yeah.
I don't know. Tacos El Pollo, dude.
Ask. You should ask. Why is it called El Pollo?
Hey, why is it called this? You know what Brendan Cooney does that kind of makes me like...
What?
I'm just like, dude, don't do that kind of thing. I never tell him though, because I don't think he means any harm. But every time he goes to order, he orders in Spanish, which is cool, right? And then he goes, "¿Cómo están?"
Like, how are you guys?
Yeah. And the lady's like, dude, I'm fine. I'm like, there's only 2 people working. But I don't know why he's being nice. I know, but still, it comes across as like kind of being insulting.
Oh, you feel like why? Just because he has an accent?
Because also he already ordered. You know, I don't
like he's trying to be. I know you worry that it comes across as him trying to be like that Rudyard Kipling poem, "A White Man's Burden." Like he's there to see, like, is everything all right? I can save you if you guys need like that thing or what?
If it comes across that way, I don't know. But because I know he means it with good intentions. He doesn't mean like what I fear it comes across as is him making fun of the people that work there. Not like a white savior, but like "Como están?" fucking Mexicans kind of thing. I know he's not like that.
Yeah,
but it's just something that bugs me. It's so funny.
It is funny that he likes like that one song. What is it?
La Mama. Yeah, the fucking El Alfa song. Yeah.
It's funny how he loves that song.
He loves it, dude. Yeah. I showed him once on the way back, and he was like this. Just the fucking bass pumping, and he's just like, and then his
life changed after that.
He's like, is this like the Beatles of Mexico or what?
That's funny. It's Dominican.
What's it called? Okay, you wanted let's finish off with this one then, yeah?
All right.
I just wanted to say Tacos El Pollo. Listen, Tijuana's Tacos, total hype culture place.
I've never been.
They have thousands of followers on Instagram. They post these fucking reels on Instagram. But this thing bothers me so much. Sorry, we'll go to the next thing after this. Dude, I think I've told you before. They use the same spoon for beans and rice, and they use the same spoon for all 3 salsas. Right?
Interesting.
Isn't that fucking disgusting?
I don't know about disgusting, but I mean, I could kind of see why, because it's like beans and rice are always together anyways.
Ugh, that's fucking gross.
But if you don't want beans,
then why are you...
Yeah, so that in a sense makes sense. But like even the salsa thing, I don't know. It's just because... Oh, this is the thing too, honestly. Every place I've ever been to, I don't like their salsas that much. Because my mom makes like amazing salsa. Like the best salsa. Like even when I go to Mexico and I have the salsas at those restaurants, it's like, this isn't as good as my mom's salsa. So like I'm kind of snobby with the salsa. But like...
But listen, you can't sit here and tell me that people.
But what I was gonna say is that like if my mom mixes it, like I'm fine with it, but she doesn't. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like if it's delicious, it doesn't really matter.
But you can't sit here and tell me that you hate how people are using their Latino heritage to make a buck, right? Mm-hmm. But also they're allowed to just be so fucking flagrant about the lack of utensils.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Right?
It's like a sanitation thing.
Yeah.
Like not cross-contaminated.
Because I would say the place that's more using, their name or whatever heritage they have would do just one spoon for every salsa because they don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. How you do something is how you do everything.
I guess. I guess. But I don't know, because it's like if I see an old Mexican lady in Mexico doing that, and she's just doing her little business.
I would say you're too old to be doing this. You're fucking senile.
You'd yell at her?
Yeah.
Get out of here. She's senile because she's using one spoon.
Yeah.
She's like, everything's fine in her life. She's completely there, but you see that spoon thing? You're like, she's senile.
Yeah, let's put her in a hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but...
you would be fine with it.
Yeah, because I'm just like...
As long as
she's probably a better cook than me.
Yeah.
1,000%. I'm going to let her do as she does.
Okay.
Because I could feel the love in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me see if I can make this connection. Right. Okay. When I would get stoned all the time, I thought to myself, oh, I'm funny because I get stoned all the time. Right. Okay. When really, now that I'm sober, I can see that I was funny sober. Mm-hmm. Getting stoned probably hindered me from being funny, if anything. But I would still be able to be funny while stoned. Right. Okay. So... yeah, it does taste good when you put the spoon on all the places. But imagine how good it tastes if you just had the one salsa.
That's true. Yeah. I agree with that.
That old lady could take over the world, but she's using one spoon for everything. Come on.
You're right. Yeah. I mean, I think that makes sense. Yeah. Because if you could have the pureness of how that salsa is supposed to taste by itself, it's probably better. Right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean the mixing of it makes it bad. Like, it could still be good.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying, yeah. Because honestly, like, I kind of like to taste food before I put anything else on it, just to see if, like, maybe it's perfect the way it is. Maybe it doesn't need that thing that I would put on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, another thing. Just something else, I guess. I have so many tongs in my apartment. Mm-hmm. You know tongs, right?
Yeah.
For cooking?
Yeah.
And me and my girlfriend, we usually cook every Saturday night. Maybe every other Saturday night we cook, right? Uh-huh. She does this thing that annoys me, and it has to do with the spoons.
Okay.
I'll have my tongs for my little workstation. She has her little workstation. She's cooking something else, and we make it together, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll be using my tong. Let's say, like, I was making carne asada, right? Mm-hmm. And I was flipping the carne asada with my tongs. I have my tongs right there. She has her tongs for her little salsa thing. Mm-hmm. She grabs my tongs and uses it for her little salsa thing.
Mm-hmm. When you gave her tongs?
Yes. Uh-huh. And I have so many other tongs. Uh-huh. And then so she did it once, right? And then I'm like, you use my tong? And she's like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, you know. And then I got more tongs, and I was flipping my carne asada. I was like, do not use my tongs, right? She goes, okay. But I don't think she heard me, right? And then I turn back around, and she's using those tongs for fucking salsa.
Probably because you told her.
No. And then I was like, you really used my tongs right now? Uh-huh. And she's like, oh yeah, I did. Sorry. Uh-huh. In my mind, though, she's like that old lady just using one spoon for everything. Uh-huh.
What you're saying is your girlfriend is senile?
Yes. I see it as like martial arts, dude. It's like, you know.
The discipline.
The discipline.
Yeah.
You know? I have 6 fucking tongs, dude. It's so funny how pissed I get about these small things.
But I understand, because it's like, I gave you this so you could use it. Mm-hmm. And like...
But keep in mind, though, too, she did use hers, but she was making 2 things at once. Uh-huh. So she needed more tongs.
Got it.
So she used the first one she saw.
Okay, so the first time, that makes sense.
But then I told her the second time I got tongs, I was like, please don't use these tongs.
And you gave her more.
The next thing you know, she's using those tongs I said not to use.
Yeah, but you gave her more tongs, right?
After that?
Yeah.
No, I just grabbed more tongs for myself, and I let her use the one.
The ones that she grabbed. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah, I could see why that's like
what tongs are you gonna go
little
for?
Point of contention.
Yeah. What tongs are you going to go for first?
What do you mean?
When I start working in the kitchen and I need tongs, which ones am I going to grab first?
The ones you
My
were
favorite
using?
tongs.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
That's where it gets pissed off for me.
So because now she took your favorite songs.
Yes, because now I'm going down the tong chain, dude. And you see these tongs I don't give a fuck about, dude.
They suck.
Yes.
She's all happy.
Yeah, she's like, these tongs are great.
And you're fuming, dude. Like your nose, Brett. Like you could hear your. Yeah. And then it's a wonderful dinner.
But I love her. I mean, obviously, this is all. I'm acting like I was so pissed about it. It's funny to me.
But it's a little. But that's the little stuff that after a while it's gonna build and grow, and then it's gonna like a huge fight is gonna be.
Well, I told you. No, I don't think it'll be a huge fight.
No, I'm saying like. It'll
and you use my fucking tongs.
It could spark,
yeah,
like a big thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's just a little feather on the big pile of problems. If there's problems,
but it's also like the reason why I love her because she could piss me off so much and just laugh at my face about it. You know what I mean? Which makes it even funnier, in my opinion. To Gerardo, makes it even funnier. Okay. You know, it's hard for me to distinguish. Like
as long as you can laugh about it too.
I don't know if you could feel this way too, because as comedians. Yeah, you want to make things that make yourself laugh, right? Yeah. But also, like, there's a part of us, comedians, that we're thinking about how to make the audience laugh, right?
Okay.
So I find myself in this fucking weird limbo, especially with doing a podcast and everything, where I'm looking at myself rather than just being myself. You know what I mean?
I see. Yeah.
So that's why I make distinctions sometimes where it's like...
But I think also that's healthy.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at it not just from your point of view, you're looking at it from another person's point of view. And like... Is that really the biggest deal if you look at it as someone else?
Well, it's confusing. That's what I'm saying. Like at times it's like I had to turn it off and on.
But I think that's smart to always do that.
Yeah.
So, because like that way you never blow up. You're like, oh, I understand how this looks from the outside.
Yeah.
You know?
We should call this podcast Never Blow Up.
Never blow up.
That would be tight.
Never blow up with Batman and Gerardo. No one dies.
The next time we sing the song, you're going to say with Gerardo and Batman.
According to Gerardo.
According to Gerardo and Batman.
Yeah, that's going to be the last line.
But I told you too the other time I blew up with my girlfriend. Recently, I told you the next day about the drink at the movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
That was ridiculous, dude. That was flagrant fuck you mentality, dude. Where she fucking... I say fucking... She fucking did this thing. No, so I bought a drink with my reward points at the movie theater. Yeah. So it was like $1. But they're usually $7, right? So I have a big old drink of sweet tea and unsweetened tea to make it the perfect combination. And I got it right this time.
You made it the perfect combination.
I made it the perfect... Fuck! Also, keep in mind, it's a Tuesday. Tuesday night, what do I do all night? Edit, right? Anyways, I'll finish it for you. So after we leave that movie theater, I have to edit all night. And I'm like fantasizing about this tea while I'm editing. So I'm not drinking it during the movie. If she watches this, she's going to get so mad at me because this is not true. I'm just making it bigger than it is. But I was thinking about like, oh yeah, I could save this tea to drink later. I wasn't really drinking it that much because I had to piss already. And so we also snuck in a bunch of snacks. Do you ever do this at the movies?
No, I never go to the movies.
Bro, if you come with us, you got to sneak some stuff in.
Okay.
And so we had McDoubles, McChickens, right? And then a bunch of ice creams and dibs. So there's a trash pile in the seat next to mine. So I'm like putting the trash in my pockets at the end of the movie and like trying to get everything. And then I was like, oh, can you please grab my drink for me? Very nicely. I was like, you're beautiful. Please grab the drink for me. You know? She goes,
how you always talk to
me. Yeah, exactly. She's like, fine, you fucking fat piece of shit. That's how she is. And then so she grabs my drink and she grabs a piece of trash. So she has trash in one hand and a drink in the other. We just watched Ghostbusters. So I'm dancing to the song of Ghostbusters. Where it goes,
you're just in your groove.
And I'm just like this. Because there's people laughing like
lost
at the
in
theater.
The music, yeah.
And I'm like hearing them laugh and I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. So I'm just like like a little kid is dancing, right? Yeah. And I'm losing it, you know what I mean? Right? And then they stop the song to do like an end credit scene. And when the end credit scene's over, the song's over. And I was thinking to myself, like, why the fuck would they play half that song? It's the song for Ghostbusters. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, like, we're already leaving the theater and I hear a huge, like a boom, right? My fucking drink was full. And she threw away the whole thing. And then I lost my shit. Yeah. I said, what the fuck? And then she turned around, she's like, you wanted that? And then she like looks into the trash can and hits her head on the little thing, you know? And I was like, you can't just grab it out of the trash can. people puke in there.
So the whole movie, you barely drank it?
I barely drink it. I barely drink it.
Oh, you had also told me too that you were excited to get home and you have this big soda to edit.
Yeah. All night.
Yeah. It's funny, like if you ever, go to a friend just talking about like how your relationship's going, and then like you're just a little frustrated, and you're like, there's just some problems. And they ask what's going on, and you're like, the tongs and the soda.
Yeah, dude, the tongs, the fucking iced tea, the sweet tea. I stopped drinking soda. Don't say that. Don't say that on the microphone.
I won't put that on you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
It's like the easiest thing to quit. That's why I like talking about it so much.
No, it's really good for you to quit, though. I don't know how much soda you're drinking, but I feel like easy you'll lose 5-10 pounds. Don't get like my sister, dude. Where like I'll just say a thing that's general, like this. Yeah. Doing this does this, right? And then she'll be like, "Are you saying I'm usually ugly?" I'm like, "No, I'm not.
I'm Batman."
Why would I ever say that? Did Batman have a sister? Why would I say that to Batgirl? And I just compliment her. It's like, Batgirl, huh?
She's like, "Don't fuck with me. Am I Batgirl?"
Yeah.
Okay, so you wanted to ask this question.
Yeah, I mean, I was just, it's general wonder. It's like, what's the most expensive thing that like you would buy?
Okay, so
I mean, my biggest purchase recently was the rowing machine, which is $1,000. I also, when I went to Cancun, I saw flights for Cancun. It was like $1,000 for first class. So I did that.
Yeah.
Just to try it out. I'd never done it before.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was cool. I see why people pay extra for sure.
Yeah.
But
it's an enjoyable flight.
I'm not going to do that all the time. I'm not made of money.
I would love to tour first class, just like around the country. And then go to the PJs. You know what I'm saying? Wear PJs in first class. Get it? Okay, no, you didn't. Fucking Batman never laughs. What's it called? So there's parameters to my,
Okay.
So
like for you, not for like equipment.
So like right now with the money I have right now,
the
most expensive thing that I want to buy,
that's not like podcasting equipment.
Yeah, well, a PS5 probably.
A PS5, okay.
But if you were asking me like me with money that I can get and save for realistically as Gerardo, and could probably make a purchase within the next 5 or 10 years, the most expensive thing that I want to buy is property in the multiverse, dude, or the metaverse. The multiverse.
Go to a different dimension.
Yeah.
I mean, I would pay to be in a different dimension.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would buy property in the metaverse. Would you ever do that?
How much is it? Is it just like regular property?
Obviously, it's like a ridiculous amount of money.
Oh, I don't know about that.
45 grand. So let's say if it costs 45 grand, and you had a guarantee of a ROI within 10 years, just like regular property.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but like for me, this is an adult section of the podcast.
I like how you keep trying to section off podcasts.
Yeah. Well, it's Talk Show the podcast. This is the adult segment.
Don't blow up, dude. Fuck, that's so funny.
Because like part of that, what's appealing to buying property is that you could be there. And like, no matter what happens, it's there for you to be on it.
Yeah.
Like I could have a roof over my head, blah, 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 blah. If I buy property in the metaverse, I could use it. I can use it on the computer. But like, say it's raining. It's not, if I own property in the metaverse, it's not going to help me when it's raining and I don't have a house or a place to stay. You know what I mean? So, I mean, for sure, I would focus on like that kind of stuff before I go into like that kind of investment. But I get how it could be a good investment.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Because let's say you focus your investments in an online space, which is where the future is most likely going to live, unless the power grid goes down, right? Which we had a long conversation about at Costco, and you just laughed at me the whole time. Anyways, because it's a ridiculous thing to think about. And I thought about this the other day, and I was like, I'm a crazy person for having those thoughts. But it's also hilarious.
I mean, because also like I talked to you about it before. Like for like 4 or 5 months, I didn't have a lamp.
Yeah.
Right. I just never got around to buying one, and I was just living off, you know, the sun and everything. I wasn't even watching TV because I didn't buy like internet and all that stuff yet, so I couldn't watch TV.
But really. You had your phone.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like I didn't need all the stuff the power grid gave me.
Yeah.
Like I could fill my time with other things and like go places without the power.
You were driving Postmates.
Well, yeah, but that was for work. Like for sure I'll need it for work. Yeah. But I'm saying like I could survive with the energy grid going down.
Yeah. Anyways, we're not getting into that because
Yeah.
that was a ridiculous. Obviously, I just admitted it's just ridiculous,
Okay,
but it's also something that's possibly could happen. Keep your eyes out.
Yeah, go on.
I'm not a crazy person. I just it's something that I thought about, and you thought that I was thinking about this all the time. You asked me, you're like, do you think about this all the time?
Because you were depressing yourself. I was like, dude, yeah, that could happen, but you know, it could also snow inside a volcano, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, so like, listen. You have your apartment. That's why I'm saying like buying something within 5 to 10 years. I have my apartment.
Yeah.
I make monthly payments on my apartment that I don't see return on. Right. But with an investment in the online space, you can live in that apartment and you're basically, I mean, in some way or shape or fashion, that online space can pay for your living apartment in a way. Right. So now it does give you a roof over your head. If the investment is a good investment.
If you realize the gain on the investment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's with any investment. But I would rather have the place before I invest that amount of money. Like
you would rather invest in a place and then have the investment online, and the investment online pay for the mortgage on a house you already invested in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole situation. I'm not going to prioritize my space on the internet before like my space here, you know?
Yeah.
Like that money that I could buy on there, it might make me a millionaire. Like that's a risk. That's a high risk, high reward thing.
Yeah.
I'm cool with not becoming a millionaire as soon as possible. Like I don't need all the money in the world to be as happy as I can be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
And also it's an area that we don't really know. Like what if buying property means that now you have to create a video game so that people want to go to that property, right?
Also, it's like, sure, like these are, I'm not saying that NFTs and all that stuff, like the metaverse, like it's bad or dumb. I don't think it's bad or dumb. But like there was literally a .com bubble.
Yeah.
Where like people were putting money into like these internet things and the stock market was super high. Everybody was like super into all these internet things. Like it was internet in the early 2000s. And then something happened where they called the .com bubble or whatever, and then it burst, and then all those highs went super low. And then so it is different in ways that I don't understand from that .com bubble thing. But it seems similar to me. Like we're just again super investing in the internet, and it's just depending on if people lose faith in these things, like everything, all the value is going to drop.
Yeah.
You know, it's exciting right now because people, I don't know. I can't even speak on it. I don't know enough. But that's
the thing about future things. History does help us, right? But also history is being made at the same time.
Yeah, history. Yeah, that's true. History also teaches us. This is the inspirational segment.
That's inside of the adult segment.
Yes. Yeah. But we can learn from history and grow from it and do seriously great things.
You're just waiting for sign. I can't talk. What's it called? I think it's great for us to talk about it with the lack of knowledge we have.
For sure.
Because this is how people think when they want to put brain power to this. Or,
this is how people that don't know what they're talking about think.
Exactly.
And that's like how people could see how it's thought about.
Yes. And also it's perspective. My perspective on it is that'd be cool to live next to Snoop Dogg in the multiverse, metaverse. I keep saying multiverse.
And also I heard this guy talking about it one time in this place I was eating at in Beverly Hills about like there's this space where like what you buy in the physical place, like here, you could have an NFT of that thing in the real space.
Yes. Like the Rolex.
Yeah. If you buy Rolex here, you could like give it to some NFT place and then it'll be up on the internet and then you have it there. but they keep the actual Rolex.
Yeah.
And then you could sell the NFT of the Rolex or something like that. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I keep talking.
Well, yeah, but don't let that stop you.
Yeah.
Because that's what intrigued you. Because you told me about that.
It made it interesting.
Yeah. Because when you told me that's like, we both don't know shit about it, but you telling me that is like, that's pretty cool, actually. Like, if I take a shit here and I give it to a guy, be like, I want this in the metaverse. Now I have a shit that I could show to people in the metaverse.
In the internet. Yeah. You don't have to hold it. They have to hold it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just thinking of that if they get rid of it, like say you're like, okay, here's the NFT, I want my shit back. If they throw it out, you got a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then be like, that shit was worth
millions, dude.
Yeah, it was plugged to this NFT.
Yeah, I mean,
you're a genius.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I think it's a very interesting thing, but you know what? There may be some kind of loss that people aren't seeing, that we aren't able to experience the how interesting it really is. Yeah. Because it's meant for the next generation to come. So we'll never understand what it fully really is, because we lived here this whole time. Like, I had a Walkman. Like, people grew up with iPhones that were their Walkmans.
I remember when iPhones were like, when I was 12, the guy got the like first iPhone, like some kid. Yeah. And everyone was like, "Whoa, it's kind of interesting."
Yeah, I remember my senior year was the first iPhone. So like, going out of school, I had those flip phones that only make calls. I didn't have texting. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so that was dope. That was a good one. This is the second one we did today because we did not like the other one. But I might make like a clips of like the best moments of the other ones. Okay. But until then. Yeah.
The sign off. Is it do you have a sign off song? The end of Gerardo and Miguel.
Talk Show the Podcast with Gerardo
and Miguel.
With Gerardo
and Miguel.
With Gerardo
and Miguel.
With Gerardo and Miguel.
Batman, according to Gerardo.
I said it one time.
Gerardo says it. Miguel's like Batman. I'm just repeating what you actually said.
Wasn't that wholesome? Until next time, my name's Billingsley. Have a great day.